Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Can You Not podcast. We are not on video today because we are in person.
Yes, we are. We're together recording, and it is so fun. We've only done this one time before.
Yeah. So it's fun. Our first ever episode was together, and then everyone after that has been over video. So this is like way more personal and great.
Yeah, it's like a treat.
Yeah. Okay, so for this episode, if you guys know from the last episode, Karmyn interviewed me, and so this one I'm going to interview her, and it's going to be all the same questions, so you can get like our different perspective on the same questions.
Yeah.
Oh, I did actually have a good one that I wanted to add.
Yes, that's fun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want that one first?
Well, first I wanted to say, like last time, like we were having voice problems.
Yeah.
As you can tell, things haven't gone any better, so that's what we're working with today.
But it's okay. I mean, we can still hear your voice, so.
Exactly. I'm thankful I have a voice.
Yeah.
But I'm ready for your trick question, or whatever it is.
I think I was like in bed last night, I thought of it.
Okay.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh my goodness. I don't know.
Or like, what's a pet peeve that you have? It doesn't even have to be like your biggest one.
My dumbest pet peeve is when I'm visibly doing something and someone asks me, "What are you doing?"
Oh my goodness, yes.
So good.
Is that not a pet peeve for everyone though?
It probably is, but it's like one of the dumber ones. Like you could just say, "Oh, I'm going to work. I'm getting my breakfast ready."
Yeah. I think so, yeah, because I have younger siblings and they used to do that to me all the time. Yes. And I'm pretty sure I just started being like, what does it look like I'm doing? Like,
it's so easy. You'd be sassy about it.
Probably not the best answer to give, but okay. So now starting with the actual ones. What is the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I was not preparing for that question. I think just not to take life too seriously. Mm-hmm. If you just not hyperventilate, if you consider like every piece of life, it'll be really overwhelming. Mm-hmm. And you can't take every piece of life that seriously. Any other advice I've ever been given in my whole life, I've forgotten about at this moment.
I get that. I get that. No, that's good. I like that. I just think like it's so, God gives us a sense of humor for a reason. Like, he's not going to give people a sense of humor and you can't use it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, life doesn't have to be like serious and down and.
Yeah, and you just pray that like whatever God needs you to take from certain seasons in life, that He will give you that knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
And don't read into it more. He will provide you with that knowledge. You
don't lay awake in bed and think about things you did 5 years ago.
No, don't do that. It'll send you spiraling.
Oh my goodness. Because then you think of that thing and then you think of like 74 other things.
Yes. You won't get any sleep.
No. What is something you're passionate about?
I'm really passionate about, well, it kind of goes into like the reason for starting our podcast, but just clearing up the name that our generation has gotten.
Yeah.
Our generation we've done evil things just as much as any other generation, but I think we are very misunderstood.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's something I'm passionate about. And also just seeing like the positivity in each situation is really important to me.
I like that. Yeah. And I really, really hope and pray that this podcast is a leg on that. I'm just like that our generation is serious about faith and just our hearts and life and everything in general.
And even just wanting a good outcome out of our life. I feel like it's so common that people think like our generation has no goals, no drive. Yeah,
which, okay, like, if you go out there into all, I guess, what are we, Gen Z? Are we Gen Z or are we millennials? Somewhere in the middle. Anyways, there are a lot of them out there who have way less drive and goals than past generations. Like, it is true, but that doesn't mean everyone does.
Yeah.
Like, you can't lump us all together in the same lump.
Yeah.
Where is your happy place?
I've actually really become a homebody. Mm-hmm. I used to never be this way. Like, I used to, like, want to go. Even when I was little, I would love to go grocery shopping. Yep. Anything to go to the house. Yep. But now, I really get home and put on cozy clothes within 5 minutes.
Yes.
And, like, that's where I feel the happiest.
Yep. Feel that. Also, I think it's when it's your house.
Yes.
I think that's the difference between being a kid or even like renting and it being like your house, your home.
Yeah. Like, you're not expected. Yeah, you're not expected to like be doing school or like.
Yeah, like you can sit on your couch for 12 hours and no one's gonna tell you to get off the couch. Exactly. Not that we want to do that, but I'm just saying you can.
Yeah, no, it's freedom.
Take out of the fridge at 4 p.m.
No one's gonna judge unless your husband's there.
How do you cheer yourself up?
Honestly, I think we answered this one the same. Didn't you say a shower?
I said crying in the shower when I'm sad.
Like 100%. But 100% relate to that. But another thing, and I think you might have said this too, which we aren't that similar, but you said going to the gym, and it's so true. Yes. Like, if I even physically feel ill, if I go to the gym, I'll feel better.
Yeah.
Mentally, of course, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the gym releases endorphins, right? Isn't that what it is? Or dopamine or something?
Yeah, and like sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's so good. What is your biggest strength? And how are you able to be good at it?
Oh my goodness. I think I'm decent at multitasking.
Yeah,
I enjoy having like a balance and finding that balance. And I guess like how I'm able to multitask is just by dividing things up in priority levels. Mm-hmm. I'm also constantly like reminded of the priority levels that are serious and mm-hmm. the priority levels that each life season gives you, or the priorities that each season in life gives you. Something to keep in mind.
Yeah. So how do you, or I guess you said you.
Yeah, just try to prioritize.
Yeah.
That's the difficult part.
That's good. What's your biggest weakness?
Oh my goodness. Probably not believing in myself.
I get that.
I think you're capable of so much if you just believe you can do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in so many different areas. So I would just think, like, lack of, like, self-trust, which sounds terrible.
I get that, though.
Yeah. It's a great area to grow in. There's so many benefits for everybody around you.
Yeah, so what's something that you work on to help that?
Oh, man. I haven't really found a way. Honestly, my husband puts me in my place a lot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I think definitely finding somebody to, like, talk to. And somebody that's able to talk you out of your self-doubt is huge.
Just having that comfort person. Mm-hmm. How do you deal with criticism as a Christian?
Yeah, this is such a good one. Yeah, I guess the question would be like, where does your security come from? And are you secure in the areas that you've been criticized in? And if you're not, you need to go before the Lord and ask Him to, correct you or put validation in your heart for what you're doing. Mm-hmm. What was the question? How to handle it?
Yeah. How do you deal with it?
Yeah, I think just handle it with grace and like forgiveness towards the person talking to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the Bible talks so much about love, loving everyone. Like, it doesn't say just love Christians. It says to love your neighbors and to love literally everyone.
Yeah.
I think if you treat everyone with love, then...
Yeah, I would just say, like, don't expect everything you do in life to match up with somebody else's perspective of how you should be living life.
Yeah, exactly. What is your favorite gift you've ever been given?
Oh my goodness. Obviously, like, my wedding ring. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it has to be that. I feel like there was something else I would like. I don't know.
I think your wedding ring is like the most valuable gift. Like, what's a gift that's like super special to you?
Honestly, this is so silly, but one time, well, when I graduated high school, someone gave me a laundry basket that had wheels on the bottom.
Wait, that's genius.
It was genius because in my apartment when I moved out, it did not have laundry machine. So I had to like bring my laundry elsewhere. And it literally helped me so much because laundry's heavy. Yes. So that was like, and when I got the gift, I was like, this is cool. I need a laundry basket. But I didn't realize like those wheels are going to save me so much frustration.
So if you want to know what to get someone for a high school gift, get them a laundry basket with wheels.
Honestly, that's the one thing that came to my mind.
So good. I love it. What makes you feel uncomfortable? Or how do you handle uncomfortable situations?
Yeah, I've been really trying to embrace uncomfortable situations because there are so many of them in the world. Mm-hmm. If you're not in your home, like how I like to be, if I'm not in my home, there's going to be uncomfortable situations. I just think I'm the one that likes to talk through every uncomfortable situation. So I always want to have something to say to like lighten the mood. So I've been trying to like tell myself like I don't have to make everything better. It can be uncomfortable. Yeah. Just to try to be comfortable in those situations. Yeah. It's not a great answer, but
it works. Yeah. What is your favorite dish to cook?
Probably protein, because I feel like meats and like proteins, typically like they seem so boring, but I found like if you add like the right seasonings, or you better believe if you put a sauce on it, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be better. So I would say that. I would love to be good at pastries. Like I would love to be able to make pastries. Not
They're
something
so pretty.
They are so pretty.
It's like art, but in baking form.
It's something you need to like set time apart to be good at, and I haven't done that. Yeah. Do you make pastries?
Girl, have you seen my kitchen?
It's so you do have a small. Yeah.
There's been a lot of things I'm like, when I get a bigger kitchen, I'm gonna do this and such. Which, like, okay, to be honest, I could do everything on my table, but it's just not ideal.
That makes sense, yeah.
But it's okay. Probably an excuse.
Yeah. You need those too.
Do you have a specific meal dish that like you just like really enjoy cooking? That you're like, this always is like my tried and true, works out good, always tastes amazing.
Yeah, like yes and no, because I get bored of food really easily. So I'll cook it like 2 or 3 times. No, like 2 times a week for like 6 months, and I'll be like, I never want to eat that again. Oh, yeah. But one meal that always turns out good is the teriyaki chicken from my aunt's cookbook, Food from the Heart. Teriyaki chicken in there. I don't know if that's even what it's called. Oh, no, not chicken. It's teriyaki salmon. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my goodness.
Turns out the same
No, because, I can't say names. Sorry, you know who you are. I went to someone's house in Michigan, and they made that, and it was so good. Yes. I think that was the one that they made. It was amazing. It was like the best salmon I've ever had. And I'm not a big fish person either.
I'm not either. But like salmon to me is like a delicacy. Yeah. So that's probably why I enjoy making it. And I'm like, yes, it's going to turn out. Yeah. It's going to be so yummy.
Love it. Tips for handling change.
I think change is inevitable, and just coming to grips with the fact that there's going to be changes throughout your life. It's a really good place to be at. But as far as handling it, I think it's good to like look for the light at the end of the tunnel and work towards that. If it's a difficult change and there really isn't a light at the end of the tunnel, I guess just try to embrace it, pray through it. Mm-hmm. Some things change and like they have to change, and there maybe isn't a big benefit.
Yeah, but the thing is like, especially like as Christians, you know that God gives us change for reasons. And, like, sometimes you might not realize it for, like, 15 years of why you had to go through the change you went through. But it's like, there's always a reason why God's going to give you change. And it's always for your growth.
Like, I remember going through difficult things in my past and just praying that God would show me something to make it worth it. Mm-hmm. Which might be a selfish thing to pray about, but
I don't think so.
I was just like, this doesn't seem like there's no payment. Like, I don't know why I'm going through this. Yeah. But, like, yeah, God has a purpose for it, even if you don't see the benefit.
Yeah. You had mentioned in my podcast that you're a realist.
I am.
And you like to look at negative. So how have you, like, helped yourself in that area? Because I think that that's just a very common thing as humans.
Yeah, I guess, like, when I first realized I was a realist, it bothered me because I always thought I was somebody that considered the cup half full versus half empty. Mm-hmm. But it can be a blessing too to be a realist, I guess. I tell myself that.
I think it is, because then you can, like, when the negatives do come, you're prepared for it.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not struck by negativity. I think it's just another thing to work through. Yeah. And that's, I guess, the best thing about being a realist is that is how you view negativity. It's just another part of life. Mm-hmm.
Instead of just like trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Okay. Boy advice. Should we get into this one again?
Oh my word, this was so fun in your podcast.
It was so fun. But I gave like 2 things. I do two things. You can give a couple of things.
Yeah. I mean, my main problem. Oh, goodness. So funny. I thought you had to know you were going to marry a man in order to date him.
Okay, but can I say, I think a lot of people think that way in our generation. That you need to be like, okay, I could marry you in order to date you, which that's actually what dating is for, is to get to know a person to see if you're compatible for marriage and if you're right for each other for marriage. That's what dating is for. You don't have to be like, I will marry him in order to just say, I'm your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yes.
That's what engagement is for.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that, like, it's so healthy for a man and a woman to be friends and figure out life. Maybe you can't figure it out together, and that's your turning point, but just have godly fun and go on dates and, figure it out. Mm-hmm. But I would just say, don't let fear be a driving factor, and just... You don't have to know that you're going to marry somebody in order to date them.
No, I totally agree. Now, if you know that you're not going to marry them and it's not going to work out, I would not say, don't date them.
I think as soon as
date with the potential.
Yeah. And when you're dating and that time you know it's not going to work out, that relationship stops then, not a day longer.
I so agree. I had to learn that the hard way, but I so agree. We have lots. So like I said in the last episode, we have lots to say. So what would you say for your dear younger self letter?
Oh my goodness. Literally. This is actually where another good piece of advice came in. I don't know if my mom wants me sharing this. I don't think she cares, but she used to be really stressed to go up to communion at church.
Hey, I get that.
Yeah. And then someone had told her, no one's looking at you. We're all too self-centered. It's a great piece of advice.
It is true, though, because how much do you think about other people when you go up to communion? You're only thinking about yourself.
Yeah, you're like, oh, like, am I supposed to be singing now?
Are I supposed to be folded across my chest? Or should
I be, do I look judgmental?
At my chest? Do I have to, like, stand like a soldier? Or can I stick my one hip out?
Do I look too relaxed?
Yeah.
Do I look uptight? Yeah. So, what was the question?
Your dear younger self.
Oh, yeah. So, I think... Yeah, no one's paying attention to you. This isn't about you. This isn't about them. This is about just getting through life. Yeah. I used to, I'm a people pleaser, so I used to, focus on that. And I'm so thankful, God's given me relief from that. I can't please man.
Yep.
I don't want to.
The Bible literally says we can't please man. Who are we here to please, man or God?
So, oh my goodness.
I think it's in the Psalms. Yeah. Maybe Proverbs. Solomon was a wise man. I could see.
Oh my goodness, he is. Yeah.
Yeah. Who has been the biggest impact on who you are today?
Oh.
I mean, if it's more than one person, that's fine.
Yeah, I guess it really is. So, I think you go through different seasons where people impact you. But growing up, my dad and mom both really did. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize it when I was growing up, but now thinking back, even the way I am, I'll really back to oh yeah, one of my parents had done that. Mm-hmm. So probably my parents.
It's good. Yeah, I think parents they're gonna have a big impact on anybody.
I think so.
On their kid's life.
Yeah.
I mean, you're with them for 18 years.
Yeah.
And then you're still their kids for the rest of their life,
I mean, it just shows us how big of a job we have to do as parents.
Yeah.
It's a lasting impact.
I so agree. It's good. What has God been showing you lately?
Yeah, so what God's been showing me recently. So, I don't know. So I was just on the plane to come here, and you realize you're at the mercy of the airlines, clearing security and all that. Yep. Flight was delayed, and you're at the mercy of them, and I just was realizing that, literally, all these things coordinate together to, your life happens, after God's command to all these things coordinate together. It isn't the airlines. If I'm supposed to be at my sister's baby shower, it's because God coordinated everything. Yep. And, I was even thinking, as far as, my luggage, literally, it's going through all these different, terminals. somehow, like, 3 airports later, it's, like, at the same place I am. And, like, our life is so much like that. Like, literally the food we eat and, like, everything gives us strength to do, like, the different things we're appointed for. And, like, it's so crazy because it's, like, the everyday thing.
That's so good.
That leads up to the main product.
Airports can get so deep.
I know! The depression of being delayed, like, really was fine.
Yeah. No, that is so good. I love that. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's good. What do you wish you understood more?
I honestly... I really wish I understood how taxes work.
Girl! Like, that's amazing! Why did I not think of that one? That is so good.
Yeah, I don't understand, and I have my own business, but I don't understand how it works. I just pay so Uncle Sam doesn't come knock on my door. It's like, but like,
literally.
I think there's a lot that goes into it, I'm pretty sure.
I have no idea. I just do the best I can with what I got. And just hope it's not incorrect.
Just so you guys know, like, I wasn't homeschooled. But I did there was a section of my math that talked about taxes, and I might need to look at it again because I don't remember.
But the thing is, though, is, like, honestly, any, like, meme or anything you see where they say, like, why did school not teach me important things like taxes? It's like, that is so true. I wish I understood so much more. Girl, that's good. And I need to go readjust I'm kidding. It's funny. What is your motive for starting the podcast?
I think we kind of touched on this, or I knew the question was coming, so I mentioned it, but just, clearing the record, kind of, which I don't feel the burden to clear the record for our generation, but, I didn't like how that was the perceived, what is it?
Just a perceived notion of what our generation is.
Yeah. Like. I knew it was inaccurate, and being in this place, like, already I've had so many conversations, and even, like, the entries we've had online, like, on Instagram, polls and stuff, just shows the heart our generation has for the Lord, and
yeah,
I'm happy to share that.
Yes, it's so good. One thing I've really, really enjoyed seeing, like, with our audience is that like, wanting to know the scriptures.
Yeah.
Like, I love that because, like, for me as a teenager, I didn't really care to know the Bible. It was like, you hear it read on Sunday, your dad will read it at night before you go to bed. And then I said, like, when I was 15, I started reading it because it was, like, the cool thing my friends did and whatever. But it just seems like this generation has a longing to read the Bible and to understand the Bible, and I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. It's been really cool.
What is a life goal of yours?
I actually really love goals, so I have, like, a couple.
Say them all. We love goals.
One of my goals I thought about a lot recently, like, going into middle age. Not, like, entirely. I'm not 50.
Girl!
No, but, like, you're not a kid.
Yes, no, I don't understand that.
But I was thinking, like, I want to be a grandma that, like, goes hiking and, like,
yes,
scampers around bikes and, like,
I have so much goals for my retirement.
Same, I have grandma goals.
Yes. Grandmahood is
so
going to be... We get to be grandmas.
Like, I can't wait.
Because we're so close in age that we get to be cool grandmas, like, together.
Yeah,
like,
and that's the thing.
Like, 15 years apart.
When we go on vacation when we're 50.
Girl, are you going to live in Florida with me?
I wouldn't know.
Together?
I wouldn't know, but, on vacation.
Okay, speaking of vacation.
But, like, I never want to, like, if God gives me health, like, I want to put into my body in ways that I can be there for my grandkids and my kids, and I would thrive off that.
Yes.
I'm going to go hiking, and
same.
It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
It is amazing now, but it's going to be good. So that's, like, a physical goal, or whatever you want to say.
And that really does start now with, like, staying active.
Yeah.
The physical. And, like, eating good and all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And then, like, obviously, like, spiritual goals, too, is I just want to always, like, read the Bible. And, like, I know from that, like, God will open different things and I'll have more understanding. I think it'll be so beautiful.
I love that. That's so good. What makes you proud of yourself?
Oh, goodness.
These complimentary questions are hard.
They are. Because I don't feel pride easily. Or success, like, or sense of accomplishment doesn't come easy for me. So my sense of accomplishment is, like, when I have This is so weird. This is such a wife thing. So my sense of accomplishment is after you go grocery shopping and you know that you have something good for your husband's lunch and maybe you have a little snack and maybe you got him his favorite mints and then you write him a little note. That's like so.
I love it.
It's so like, I think that will change when I'm a mom too.
That is so cute. I can just picture you like packing your kids' lunches for school and like all little special
I just love having like my people taken care of.
Yeah. No, that is one thing about you is like, is that your love language, gift giving?
I think it is.
Because like, even when we lived together, you'd always give me those like little things. And it was so sweet. I didn't have the money to give you anything. But it was so sweet. So and it's like, I'm not like a gift giver person. And I never really thought about it. But like, you know that is your love language. And
it's interesting. It's good. Love languages is a fun conversation. Though. Yeah. I think mine's kind of changed. My husband is, his love language isn't gift giving, and that's not how he loves me. And I think I've grown into a different one because of it.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah, it's been really cool. That'd be a fun podcast.
That would be a fun podcast. I have to find some wives to do podcasts with so we can.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be really fun. What is something that is underrated in your opinion?
Diet Coke, I guess.
That's good.
No, I don't drink it every day. I'm not one of those creeps. I feel like there's a Diet Coke creeps.
I'm not one of those people who drinks Diet Coke instead of water.
No, I might drink it like twice a month, and it's like the favorite time of my month.
I love it. I don't think I've actually ever drank Diet Coke in my life.
That's the thing is like, people have really bad, they kind of have it out for Diet Coke.
Wait, does it taste different than regular? I'm not a Coke person. It tastes a lot different.
I don't like regular Coke.
I'm not a pop person at all.
I'm really not either. That's why it's so weird, because that's not something I have to have all the time.
Yeah.
But it's like a fun little treat. Like with pizza or Mexican, like, it's fun.
Okay. I get that. Mm-hmm. What's something you've always wanted to do? Have you done it?
I think I always wanted to get married. I just didn't think it was an option. So yes, I have done it.
Yes.
I literally did not think I was going to ever enter marriage.
You know what though? Does like every girl get to that point? Because I remember thinking that like when I had my singleness year, I was just like, no, like this is not for me, and I don't think it'll ever happen. But then I think if you like dig into the depths of your heart, you like still think it's gonna happen someday. Because like you can't envision your life being alone.
Yeah, I guess like I always thought like I would let fear control my heart, and I would never be able to commit.
Yeah, I suppose. That just means it wasn't the right person.
Oh, 100%.
Literally. How are we supposed to accept compliments as Christians? Honestly, this question is so good.
It is so good.
I'm so glad you put it on there.
It's so easy to struggle with this, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really loved what you said on this. And the only thing I really have to add is, like, when you give someone a compliment and you mean it from your heart, like, you just want to brighten their day.
Right.
And I think as a receiver, like, how do you receive it is, I don't know, compliments are bad.
They're not bad.
They're not needed. Like, you don't need validation from somebody else. They're just an extra measure. And
yeah, and just it's appreciate just a little bit of light in your life, honestly, if nothing else.
It's not too serious.
Yeah.
You didn't need it to begin with. It's just a little piece of, like, whipped cream. And, like, just be thankful.
It's just some extra sparkles.
Yeah, 100%.
I love a good sparkle. But, like, one thing I've thought about with, like, accepting compliments, it's like, when you give a compliment, you would rather if people accepted it, like, nicely versus, like, you know?
You never want to, like, reiterate why you think that their shoes are nice.
Exactly.
Like, you just think they're nice. It's nothing serious.
I know, I sort of
But, like, naturally, we try to, like, be gross.
Yeah, and honestly, like, it's funny because I don't even remember. This was like a couple days ago. So, just after we recorded my podcast, someone had complimented me on something, and I was just like, I had to have an excuse for something. And I was
I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me? Am I still not over this?
Yeah, no, this is a great reminder for us.
Yeah, it is. It's good. So, I want to ask, so, like, what's the difference? Because you had put as Christians. Like, tell me why you put that. I mean, I think I know why, but just, like, for our listeners, like, why you put it as Christians versus just compliments in general.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it goes back to, like, our security comes from God. Our security doesn't come from compliments. You're not relying on them. And I think it takes compliments on a different level. Just like we talked about just a second ago, it's just a little sprinkle on top. It's not, oh, I'm so glad I wore these shoes because you liked them.
Yeah, and you're not just, like, dressing to get compliments from people.
100%,
like, that validation needs to come from God. Okay, you can dress to get compliments from your husband. That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
That's good. I think also, though, like, I sometimes think, like, I'll just say, like, in our church circles in general, sometimes people connect compliments to pride, and I just don't think that needs to be a connection. Like, it's okay to receive compliments. It doesn't have to be a prideful thing, you know?
Oh, I totally agree. And I think if your security is coming from compliments, that's where the pride would come from.
Yeah, I agree. What is something you did that made you step out of your comfort zone?
I think entering a relationship with my now husband. I think starting the podcast. Sometimes, depending on the day, going to church makes me get out of comfort zone just because I want to stay at home.
Hey, I get that.
Sometimes it's going to the grocery store. Sometimes I love going to the grocery store. But I guess I haven't had a moment where it's been like, I am uncomfortable. Well, when I started going to the gym, it was scary.
Oh, yes. Yep. I get that. What is your favorite song?
I love music.
I don't know why I said song like that.
You did say it funny. It was like psalm almost.
What's your favorite song?
So, we had the song Goodness of God at our wedding.
So good.
Oh
my goodness. Wasn't I supposed to play that?
Yes. It would have been the most.
I remember how. I was practicing.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
I don't know. It's been 2 years.
Yeah. So that song, like, I feel like every time I listen to it, I get different things are revealed.
Yeah. And that's such a good song.
It is, yeah. But another song I really love, and I kind of resurfaced it from, like, 2019, Reckless Love.
Yes.
And, like, Corey Asbury, the video online where he explains the song. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Like, I really encourage anybody who has not listened to Corey Asbury's song, Reckless Love, go on YouTube, and then I think you type in the story behind.
I think that's what it is, the story behind that song.
Yeah, so good.
It is really good. That's also just, like, a deep song. I think that song always just brings me back to, like, just, like, the time in our life when we lived together and there was a death and, like, that deep, hard time. So it's, like, special in that sense of, like, it's deeper than just any other song, you know?
Yeah, and, like, that's really, like, it got us through that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any weird food combinations?
I really like pickles, but, like, I don't think that's controversial.
Not a weird food combination.
It's not even a combination, yeah.
Pickles are good.
Yeah. I feel like
something that you eat together that people think is weird.
Yeah, okay, I know what I'm saying. So I'm not really weird about, like, drinking sweeter drinks while you're eating something, or, like, drinking coffee while you're eating your breakfast. Like, that does not gross me out. I know, like, some people only drink water. I guess that's not even...
It's not food, it's food and drink.
Yeah, I guess I don't have any. I'll probably think of one as soon as we shut this place down.
Exactly.
But...
Do you eat pineapple on pizza?
Oh, I love pineapple on pizza.
Okay, there's something people think is weird.
That's not weird. Do you think it's weird?
I don't think it's weird, but a lot of people will think it's weird. It's literally a discussion that, like, people will, like, hate each other if they do pineapple on pizza.
But, like...
See, for me, though, it has to be a specific pizza. Like, you can't throw pineapple on any old pizza. It has to be on a Hawaiian pizza.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I am.
Yeah, you can't have a meat casserole and then, like, put pineapple.
Yeah.
But, like, okay, if you have a salad and you put, like, blueberries and strawberries on it, like, that doesn't weird me out.
It's so good.
Yeah, it, like... And, like, pineapple chicken, isn't that a thing?
Oh, my word, yes.
That's okay.
Yes,
that's
so
okay.
Good. Honestly, I've done, like, you grill pineapple and put it on a burger.
Yes!
A Hawaiian burger. So good.
We've done that. That's so good.
It is so good.
So maybe pineapple
is the weird food combination.
It's just amazing.
What's your current favorite Amazon purchase?
What? My favorite thing to get on Amazon actually has been gifts, because you can, it's not, like, basically you order it and then they ship it directly to that person's house.
Oh, yes.
So, like, I always have, like, a time limit. I never, like, order my gifts in advance.
Yep.
And then you can actually do a little note. Like, I'm not sure if you guys know that, but when you're going to check out, you can do, like, add gift note. So that's been really handy, especially on Christmas.
That's good. I didn't realize this until I last-minutely forgot to buy someone a wedding shower gift. Yeah. That you can do gift cards, like e-gift cards, and have, like, a note and everything attached to it, too.
Yeah, that's so handy.
It's very nice. What makes you remember your wedding day?
So my wedding perfume is running out, and it's making me so sad.
Mine ran out, and I can't find any more.
No, I'm so worried that would happen.
Ones that isn't, like, a generic one. I think I got it from, like, Altered State, and I can't find it anymore.
That is so sad. I know.
I keep the bottle, even though it's empty.
I keep the bottle, too, and, like, I don't squirt her anymore because there is no juice in the bottom. Yes. But I just open the cap and sniff it.
Yes.
Like, smells definitely are nostalgia for me.
I so agree. Wait, what was your wedding perfume? I was anyway. I was like, how can
I would love for you to smell it. It's Dolce & Gabbana. The only one. It's so yummy. It's like light, but it's a little bit of spice.
Yeah. See, mine, I technically wouldn't even really use anymore because it's like very sweet.
Okay.
And I'm not one for super sweet scent now.
Yeah.
But it's still just like so nostalgic, and you're just like, oh.
So fun. I would encourage anybody who's getting married to pick a wedding perfume.
Yeah, like don't do your one that you always use. Like buy a new one, a special one. It's a good idea. Not going on the nostalgic thing. What makes you feel nostalgic?
I love looking at pictures and it like brings you back to the moment.
Yeah.
So probably that. Or randomly I'll be like, around Christmas time we were eating popcorn and I was like, it was so nostalgic because we always would eat popcorn as a family like at night. And my mom would like read us like chapter books. So that was like my most recent like nostalgia little thing.
That's so cute.
It was fun.
I love that. What is something you wish people knew about you?
Oh, one thing I don't love that people think about me is that I act different. The thing people don't know about me is that my energy levels decrease and increase.
Different people!
Yes, and they decrease and increase, and sometimes I can't control it, and like sometimes I can fake like high energy, but I guess like I feel the same around everybody. It's just more energetic moments and less energetic moments.
No, okay. I can't say much because we could just like go on a whole thing about
it. It is. It's sad. It's like I've literally people tell me like you act so different around this person, and like it is a different attitude around some people.
But it's just different energy and different like comfort levels with different people. It's not like you're being a different person. No, you have a different comfort level with them.
Like I always want to be true to myself around everybody, and I think I don't struggle with that.
No,
I don't think
I've never noticed you being different. I mean, like the only thing I've noticed like that you can be like more polite with someone that you're not like super close to. Like if you know what I mean, like you're more like polished and professional with someone that you're like less close to versus someone you're more close to. You're just gonna be more like chill.
100%.
Which like isn't everyone like that?
I don't know. I'm guilty of it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would think I am.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I think that's a very common thing. That's literally the only thing I've ever noticed about you being like any different with different people.
That's good. That's not bad.
And I mean, good grief, we lived together for a year.
Yeah.
So well, we didn't live together for a year, but we basically were together every night for a year.
Oh, that's the thing.
I would be one to know that.
And yeah, you would.
Husband would be one to know.
And you've seen many different atmospheres.
Yeah.
There are crazy ones, but there's like more chill ones. And I think that's what people don't like. Yeah. But I mean, such is life.
But then it's also like you said, like different energy with just like, okay, how about, for example, I have a headache, I don't feel good. I'm not going to be as rambunctious and energetic as when I don't have a headache and I feel amazing. Like, duh.
Yes. And I definitely match energy in the room.
Yes.
Like, if it's chill library vibes, like, I can't make myself be any different.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I so get that. What is a life lesson you don't want to learn twice?
Oh, goodness, this sucks.
I don't even remember what the answer was for that.
Like, I don't know if it's considered a life lesson, but I got in, like, 3 really bad accidents before I was like 20.
That is true.
And like looking back, not even like so long after those accidents, I realized that like I was learning so much, and I think God put me through that, and He saved me. Like He could have brought me home, and I learned a lot of responsibility from that, because with that came really high insurance bills, and the benefit has been really good. Yeah. But that's something I don't want to learn twice. It was painful, stressful, and disgusting and expensive.
Yep. I get that. Were they like accidents that you could have avoided, or was it just like truly an accident? Like, were you being dumb, or was it truly an accident?
They were all truly an accident, and that's like where I really feel like God allowed them, and He sheltered me from each accident, and I wasn't damaged. But I never hit another car. It was always, I would get in an accident with myself, and that's like, it's so clear now, like I was supposed to have been in those accidents.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's really weird.
Yeah. I have never hit another car either, and I feel like that would be even scarier than...
Oh, yes, I would feel so bad.
Yeah, because it's like, then it's them too. How do you take your coffee?
Like I have a home coffee and like a to-go coffee. Or not to-go, but like coffee shop coffee. Yep. My home coffee is always 2 shots of espresso, 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, and I really like oat milk, but recently I found out I don't love the ingredients, so I do dairy milk. And I don't do a lot. I do like 2/3 cup, to be precise.
Yeah, so she drinks her coffee, not as milk and sugar with a little hot coffee tint.
Yeah. And then my to-go coffee is like shaken espresso with cold foam.
That's good.
So good.
I was actually just remembering, so the one coffee I can drink that's not black is miel. And I know that sounds like it's such a weird word, but it's literally like, and it's only in the wintertime. I can only drink in the wintertime. It's just like a hot latte with oat milk and honey and cinnamon.
Oh, that sounds so
Because
good.
I cannot do sweet coffees.
But hot sweet coffee?
One sounds really good though. Maybe I'll have to come hit you up at your house.
I can do, the iced espresso I make at home is actually a little sweet. But for me, I can drink sweet iced coffee, but hot coffee or hot tea that's sweet is so weird.
Yeah.
It's like syrup to me.
Yeah.
That's good. I would love to make you coffee though. It's so fun.
Oh my word, I need to come down there again. I've been trying to figure out when I need to, but...
I know, book it out.
Yeah. That was fun. I liked that.
Is it over?
That's all the questions.
Quiz?
Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
Trying to think. I can't think of anything. I feel like I've talked so much and like for these.
That's how I was too. I was like, when I got done with my episode, I'm like, wow, that was a lot of talking.
It is. Oh, one thing that I was like really loving. Recently, one of our friends had sent us a picture of her board in her home.
Yes.
She had a board, and it's
so
such a
sweet.
Yeah, it's so cool. I would love to get a board like this in my house.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay, so one side of her board, she had wrote prayers, like people to pray for. What was on the other side?
I think it was blessings.
Okay.
Wasn't it prayers and then blessings?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so on one side she had prayers, one side she had a list of blessings. That is so cool. I mean, sometimes it's hard to remember who to pray for and to like count your blessings. Mm-hmm. But she had put on her prayer board to like pray for Shianne and I's podcast. That meant a lot, and like we would really appreciate that. Like praying that God would open topics to us
and just like guiding our mouths too, because it's like, I mean, what we say is what's out there, and we don't want to lead anyone astray, you know?
Yeah, so that was like super encouraging, and also like her idea of having this board was so fun.
Such a good idea.
So good for her kids to see.
Yeah, I know. It's like such a good example. I love it.
Yeah, that's all I have.
That's good. Well, now you guys know Karmyn a little better.
Yes, now I know myself better.
And Karmyn's like, I found out things about myself today. This was fun. I'm so glad we got to do this one together.
This was a really fun episode.
So much more chill.
Yeah, it is.
Like in person.
Oh my goodness. I hope someday, some way, we'll be able to be in person more often.
Oh my goodness, me too. Well, when I'm at Grandma and I live in Florida, we'll live closer together, so.
Oh my goodness. So good. Podcasting as grandmas. That would be different.
It would be fun.
Oh my word.
Dude, we could be grandmas and be giving, like, advice as a grandma. Like, we'd be like those grandmas that people don't have that can just give advice.
Some grandmas just really have the gift of giving good advice.
I don't know if I will, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for listening.
Yes.
We hope you guys enjoyed this little series we have. Also, let us know if you enjoyed having guests, because that is something that we're definitely going to want to do in the future. So if you want to hear more guests, and if you have like suggestions of guests that you want to have on the podcast, excuse me, not the episode, let us know. That'd be great.
Yeah, we love feedback.
Yeah, we do. Okay, bye.